Here we go again for another season of the Premier League. We're live with Manchester United throughout the season. The first game is at the Vitality Stadium against Bournemouth. Warm welcome to you all, everybody. It all begins again then, under a new name. Just the Premier League now. Barclays are no longer sponsoring it, but I don't think that's going to take away from any of the excitement that the Premier League normally provides, and we had a plethora of that last season with Leicester City's surprise but deserved win nonetheless. What are we in for this season? Well, we're in for a big revival if Jose Mourinho has a word to say about it. Now manager of Manchester United, and a plethora of signings. Zlatan Ibrahimovic obviously starting up front today, make his Premier League debut with a couple of others as well. The biggest spending Manchester United have done, who probably have doubled their total from last season. For Eddie Howe, Bournemouth is in goal with Smith, Francis Wilson and Daniels, with Arthur, Fraser, Sermon, and a loanee signing of Jack Wilshere starts today. Callum Wilson is up front by himself, Grado on the left. Starting for Jose Mourinho this afternoon, David De Gea starts. Neto with Cemento making a debut, a surprise signing. Eric Bailly also makes his debut. Mkhitaryan's on the bench. The midfield is Rooney, Schneiderlin, Herrera. Mata plays behind Ibrahimovic and Martial, the same that started the Community Shield against Leicester. Nelson Semedo making his debut today at right back, a surprise signing that no one really saw coming. But Manchester United are pretty weak in the right back position, as they are in the striking position as well. That was the reason for the loanee signing of Angel Correa, who came on for a few moments against Leicester City and rather impressed, to be honest. Now it's the turn of Nelson Semedo and Eric Bailly to make their debuts. Henrik Mkhitaryan making the bench. He's still carrying a few niggles from earlier in the pre-season. So here we go then. Manchester United kicking us off for the first game of the Premier League season, and I for one cannot wait. As a Manchester United fan and as the commentator here, plenty of things to get excited about. I'm not entirely sure who that is. They're marking, but he's doing a good job. And an early chance for guess who? Jack Wilshere. What a story that would be if he was to score today. Loaned out to Bournemouth from Arsenal. It's not often something like that happens, but Jack Wilshere has been lacking match fitness for years now. The poor guy just cannot catch a break. And he feels if he can get some match fitness at Bournemouth, might help him out, and normally it does. That's what the loan system is for. That's a reason why Angel Correa is at Manchester United. Obviously not going to get a lot of games at Atletico Madrid with the likes of Fernando Torres and Antoine Griezmann in your team. Well, as we said at the top of the show, Eric Bailly and Nelson Semedo making their debuts. Mkhitaryan making his on the bench. Mkhitaryan did play a game during the pre-season. Picked up a bit of a niggle when he hasn't really been able to recover yet. David De Gea is off the post. Chris Smalling just on the line, clearing at Bournemouth, almost getting a shock lead. Mata is going to get three. Zlatan is going to make a run in front of him. That's a great run by Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Passes to Juan Mata. He's almost belted it in the corner. Well, Juan Mata was the scorer against Leicester City, and that is absolutely magnificent. Just short of the bar. And Jose Mourinho is surely not regretting his decision to keep holding him at the moment. Mata's playing out of his skin, and rightly so. And Semedo getting the ball, and Manchester United coming away with it here. Juan Mata. And that's Morgan Schneiderlin forward for Manchester United. Morgan Schneiderlin off the post. Oh, we're getting a plethora of chances here. Morgan Schneiderlin. Very impressive shot. Arthur Boruc was beaten. And Morgan Schneiderlin, we're going to have another look at this opportunity. Look at that. Clipping the post. And cleared by Wilson. Wilson, that is. Mata with the corner. Boruc will come out to claim it. And a lot of Manchester United players are starting to run out of the box now. And Boruc unfortunately wastes the opportunity. And Manchester United can come forward again. That's what they're good at. And Zlatan Ibrahimovic gives the ball, and a great save from Boric. Giving credit, Zlatan Ibrahimovic into the box, getting past everybody, and very unfortunate. It was straight at Boric, to be fair, but it's Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Even if it's straight at the keeper, you got to save it. Zlatan yet to score for United yet. It's a throw in for Manchester United. Rudy to take it. Ibrahimovic, Anthony Martial keeps the ball, and a good save from Boric again. Boric is really doing well here. As it plays forward, Smith with the ball in the box, and Semedo. Oh, Semedo's lost it. And Serban, what is he doing? I think he went for the flash there. He did. Semedo closed down immediately. It's oh, what is he doing? Serban should not be doing that from that angle. I think Eddie Howe will be having some words with him at half time. Here's Wilshere, who looks really up for it today. He really does. I'll give him credit. With loan to Arsenal, get him down, and Bournemouth are really knocking on the door here. She's trying to look a bit shaky early on at the back. This happened to the Community Shield as well. Callum Wilson dragged it wide, didn't he, really? Another transfer we can bring to you is Gonzalo Higuain, who has gone for £62.5 million from Napoli to Juventus. What a steal. £62.5 million. The fees are absolutely humongous for players these days, and Manchester United are no small spenders either. Don't forget, Paul Pogba was £83.5 million. Unbelievable. Callum Wilson. Smith. Sermon. Grado. Oh, great play from Bournemouth. David De Gea heads away. It's off the bar. And Luke Shaw with an acrobatic clearance, to say the least. Jack Wilshere. Daniels back to Wilshere. And really looking good, Bournemouth. They're really knocking on the door here. And now here's Zlatan the other way. Ibrahimovic. He's keeping the ball. He's closed off. Oh, good move. Martial blocked by Daniels. And I think a lot of people really did expect Zlatan to shoot. Pass to Martial instead. Brilliantly done there. Oh, I think that might be a handball against Daniels, you know. It might be look intentional as well, but it is a corner to Manchester United. But some might say penalty when they see that back again. Marta with the resulting corner though. Headed in by Chris Smalling, and Chris Smalling has gone down. Boric gets it away, and Herrera tries to head it back in. The header he really didn't get hold of it, did he? And there is the half-time whistle. Wow, what a game we're having. Saves from Boric and De Gea. Both ends, plenty of chances. And it's been no dull 0-0 draw by any means. The score is 0-0. It probably should be something like 5-4. Maybe going Manchester United's way just slightly. What a first half. 0-0, but no ball by any means of the imagination. We're going to see a goal sooner or later. Another game going on at half-time is at the Emirates. Arsenal have a 1-0 lead going into the second half against Liverpool. Welcome to the Fatadi Stadium on the seaside coast of Bournemouth. We have a 0-0 scoreline here as we start the second half. It's been no ball by any means, however. Chances for both teams. Bournemouth hitting the woodwork probably no less than 3 times. Morgan Schneiderlin playing back to Ibrahimovic. Great play from Manchester United. Ibrahimovic and Boric is there again. Outstanding play from Arthur Boric, coming against someone of Zlatan Ibrahimovic's calibre. He's really proving a problem for Zlatan. As the next game for Bournemouth will be at the Bowling Ground to face West Ham. Manchester United have Southampton next at Old Trafford. No doubt a certain Paul Pogba will be making his debut by then. Oh, and Herrera, he picks up the ball after a stretching attempt to gather it for Bournemouth, and here is Anthony Martial, and Boric is there again. Unbelievable goalkeeping by Arthur Boric. Now, as we can confirm, Next match for Manchester United is at Old Trafford against Southampton. Here comes Gradle, he's on his own. He comes supported in the form of Callum Wilson, and he's put it wide. I think what happened, Callum Wilson has not had his shooting boots on today. Wonderfully left by Daniels. Callum Wilson wide again. He's struggling. Dan Gosling is coming on for Harry After. A Bournemouth substitution. No doubt we'll see the appearance of Marcus Rashford pretty soon. And no matter the result here, both teams can be proud of their efforts. Oh, and David De Gea saves an in-swinging corner. Wilson, Adam Wilson, gets the ball back for Bournemouth, and here they come again. Manchester United reeling a little bit here. Gradle. It's only with the brilliance of David De Gea that they are still level. Here comes Smith. Great pass. Callum Wilson surely, and no, he's denied by De Gea again. Callum Wilson is having a real tough time here. David De Gea, it's probably a simple save, but he should make a keeper of his calibre. Corner by Gradle, headed away by Wayne Rooney. And Zlatan couldn't get there in front of Smith. Smindo. Shaw. Mata. And Herrera. Pass and move from Manchester United. Martial is going to find Ibrahimovic. Zlatan is going to shoot. He's saved by Boric again and again and again. Zlatan Ibrahimovic cannot beat Arthur Boric today for anything. What a superb performance by the Bournemouth goalkeeper. Doing a superb job. Jack Wilshere trying to make a goal for himself. Bournemouth calls for a foul, but it's a goal for Tommy Smith. In off the bar. Well, Bournemouth were going to ask the referee where the foul was. And Bournemouth score, and you have to feel what's been coming, really. What a goal from Smith. An absolute belter. It takes goals like that to beat David De Gea. Well, Jack Wilshere was all over United here, and then he went down. And Smith, I don't think David De Gea really expected him to shoot. His view's not obstructed. It's a stunner from Smith, to be honest. David De Gea nowhere. And Manchester United finally concede. You have to say it's been coming. One of these two teams were going to score. It's Adam Smith, actually, not Tommy Smith. My apologies. The player that played for Watford once. It's Adam Smith that takes the lead for Bournemouth then. Manchester United behind at the Vitality Stadium. I don't think it's been a poor performance from Manchester United by any means, to be honest. Arthur Boric has been an absolute hero. And started placing Ibrahimovic is the reply. Curse of the commentators. I very much am really sorry. Zlatan Ibrahimovic finally gets a goal. Instant reply from Manchester United. What a game this is. Great cut-in by Schneiderlin. He's played a perfect ball. Zlatan has to reach to get it in off the post. And oh my goodness me. We have a goal. We have 2 goals in about a minute. Oh my goodness me. Instant response from Manchester United and Jose Mourinho and Zlatan Ibrahimovic. And we're back where we started. And Zlatan finally gets a goal for his effort. And it's Adam Smith, the goal scorer, that's going off for Steve Cook. Interesting, yet confusing. On the Manchester United side of things, it looks like it's going to be a double substitution of Marcus Rashford and a debut for Henrik Mkhitaryan. I've yet to know who's going off, because the caption isn't bringing it up. There we go. Zlatan is going off for Rashford, and Ander Herrera is going off for Mkhitaryan. So a debut then for Henrik Mkhitaryan in a Manchester United shirt in terms of an England sense. And Eddie Howe decides to throw another dice. Mark Pugh is coming on for Ryan Fraser. So even though Callum Wilson's been struggling, I think he's going to make it to the end of the game. Gradle. Gosling. Cut out by Simindo. Oh my goodness, a free! Oh, David De Gea, what is he doing? And he was lucky to get there. He was way off his position. What on earth? That is... Oh my goodness, David De Gea at 6'7", reaches it though. Looks like a giant in that goal, doesn't he? Jack Wilshere to take this Bournemouth corner. And headed back in, and I think it might go for a goal kick. Well, Anthony Martial missing the mark today, apparently. Although I don't really think it's his fault. Oh, we have another Bournemouth corner, apparently. I think it's just that Arthur Borich has been an absolute beast in goal. Radel and Manchester United players just standing still. Here's Mata. And here's Rooney. Rooney has spotted the run of Marcus Rashford. And here he comes. Rashford loses the ball and immediately goes after it. You have to love the tenacity of Marcus Rashford to chase things down. And what a superb talent Marcus Rashford is. Him and Timothy Fosu-Mensah were the standouts as far as Manchester United youth players were concerned. In fact, hang on a minute, here's Dan Gosling! He scored for Bournemouth! Oh, the Manchester United defence is nowhere. And Dan Gosling runs all the way to Eddie Howe again. The team spirit that man has brought for Bournemouth is almost insurmountable. And, well, Manchester United defenders just nowhere. David De Gea, not at blame at all, I don't think. And, what an absolutely stunning game this is. Bournemouth, look at this. Bailly is nowhere near him. Well, that's Semedo actually. But even still, into the bottom corner. David De Gea unlucky. But the defending should have been much better. And I was about to say that most of the Manchester United youth players probably have played much better than the senior team in a lot of ways over the last few seasons. I don't know how Louis van Gaal just didn't put them out himself. The youth team seems to be the constant winners at the moment. Martial. Oh, wonderful. Marcus Rashford. Here he comes. It's in from Marcus Rashford. No surprise. Marcus Rashford does it again. 2-2 here at the Vitality Stadium. What a game we've had. Martial picking out Rashford like it was nothing. Like it was so easy. He and Martial, such chemistry between them already. We saw it in shades last season. And what is it going to take to stop Marcus Rashford right now? He's on an unbelievable run, an unbelievable story. And it continues with a goal here today. Has he saved the point for Manchester United? I don't think either team deserves to lose. This has been an absolutely magnificent game. We're only at game 1 and we've already had a game of the year contender. 4 minutes to go. We could still have more goals here yet. Well, the Bournemouth fans, they're going to be so proud of their achievements today. But when you come up against Manchester United, you don't count them out until the final whistle. And we're not there yet though. Bournemouth are going down swinging. You have to admire that. In corner by Wilshere. And all over the place. And Morgan Steinem clears it. And the end of an absolute classic. It's 2-2 here at the Vitality Stadium. And that could have gone either way, couldn't it? I think a point is well earned for both teams. And well deserved, really. I don't think any team deserved to lose today. The effort that Bournemouth put in was sensational. The tenacity, the determination of Manchester United shone once again. And just man of the match performances all round. Arthur Borich and David De Gea really unlucky to concede the goals they have. And Smith and Gosling gave the goals for Bournemouth, but instant replies from Manchester United has made this 2-2, a point shared and very well deserved. No team deserved to lose this one. What a game, and this is only game 1, don't forget. And if things keep going like this, we're in for a stunning season. Bournemouth 2, Manchester United 2. In the other game today, no further goals at the Emirates, so Arsenal won by a goal to 0 against Liverpool. So let's take a quick look at the table and what that means for everybody. It means that Swansea City are the surprise leaders early on, with Spurs, Hull City, Middlesbrough and Southampton completing the top 5. Arsenal and Bournemouth behind Manchester City and Manchester United both drawing this weekend, meaning they have a point, along with Sunderland and Crystal Palace, and everyone down from West Brom has 0 points, including Antonio Conte's Chelsea, sitting in 13th. Leicester City also losing today, this weekend as well. They're down in 16th. The relegation zone is Watford, Liverpool and Burnley, but of course, there's still another 37 games to play. So yes, folks, Nelson Semedo. Obviously, I needed some right-back cover because Valencia doesn't play there, and we don't have a lot of other, natural right-backs per se. Most of them are like makeshift right-backs in Blind, Shaw, not Shaw, Jones, Smalling, all that. Speaking of Luke Shaw, we have a transfer offer for Shaw, and it's Paris Saint-Germain again, for some reason. Nope. Go away. Luke Shaw is not for sale. Big time not for sale. Rashford wants to probably start. Yeah, I can see that. He scored a goal against Bournemouth, so I'll probably start him. Well, that game was really enjoyable. I really enjoyed that. That was really good. Oh, apparently, Everton win the race for Jose Maria Gimenez. Isn't he the guy from Atletico? Wow. Wow, how did Everton pull that off? David set for Leicester City move, apparently. Oh, wow. Atletico lose towards Torpak and Blind. Not a chance. Interested in Dominguez. Spurs going to lose in Batadwire. I don't really know who he is. But yeah, how did Everton get the funds to buy the guy from Atletico Madrid? Wow. Whew, I liked that game. That was a really good game. Really good game. Probably the best of the season so far. And that's only game 1, like I said. Whew. I'm out of breath after that one.